Welcome back to Jesters of Ravenloft, where a group of comedians try to escape the horrors of the mists. The troupe was finally reunited. New Rogue had found himself inside the stomach of an owl, tickled his way out, set the forest on fire, failed to befriend a wolf, and was rescued by Del's boar, who carried him back to the cottage and his real body. Del, under the power of the Ring of Contrariness, provoked the Doctor Deputy into trying to steal her body. Shadow Nemesis calmed him by promising to take him shopping for a new one, and Tyler found himself at odds with Del over Rumpleforeskin, who suggested he try options other than homicide next time. Can the troupe escape a vengeful spectral doll in a raging forest fire? I doubt it.
We begin with New Rogue inside the stomach of an owl, using the wand that he had been gifted by Del, who was terrified to kill anyone with it. New Rogue managed to cast fairy fire on an owl before tickling it hard enough. It barfed him up, and his body killed the owl while being ejected. He ended up in the woods, determined to summon the attention of his friends, casting a lightning bolt out of the rod, again, unpredictably, setting fire to 100 feet worth of the forest in front of him before a wolf attacked and ate the owl, at which point New Rogue, who had actually managed to not get noticed by the wolf, gave a long speech and tried to climb onto its back, which led to the wolf attacking New Rogue, at which point he cast Cure Wounds on it, assuming that it was injured, and it wasn't, and then it bit him and threw him across the clearing, and then he tried to talk to it some more, and then cast to make fire grow brighter, and then the wolf was attacking him again before the wolf was killed by a wild boar that had been summoned by Del before she went to bed at the beginning of this very crazy evening. And New Rogue ended up riding that boar to safety, finding the rest of the group, leaving the forest, starting to burn down behind him. He arrived. Tyler used a magic spell on Guy's doll's needle to confirm on a needle to confirm exactly how they worked. And our heroes determined that if Guy stabbed his body with the needle, he's back in his body. Fuck it. The needle politics doesn't matter. Fuck him. He's back. He's got his body with his spectral hands. And our team has 2 unconscious dolls, one of which Tyler is currently in possession of, and the other of which is laying on the lawn. They now know that those dolls will be unconscious for approximately an hour before they take control of themselves again. The Dr. Deputy was livid that no one was caring about his body all that much, and Del was much more excited about feeding her boar than dealing with the Dr. Deputy, who got very angry and then tried to steal Del's body multiple times before Del just successfully overpowered the willpower of a pathetic squire, at which point he broke down and cried. So the Black Knight came, told the Dr. Deputy that Ezra was the villain who had killed the Dr. Deputy's body, and that they were going to steal a really cool body for the Dr. Deputy, which did win over his tiny minion. Meanwhile, out front, New Rogue was determined to prevent Shadow Nemesis from blaspheming Ezra and was searching for a back door before breaking a window to climb into the rear of the cottage. Tyler suggested to Del that they sleep in the carriage, or that they sleep in the carriage. Del shot him down. Tyler was worried about Del being mad and didn't really know what to do, so he followed New Rogue. Del and Rumpleforeskin were making their way towards the carriage when the fire in the woods that had only been spotted by Tyler in the distance, and New Rogue had described, but not to Del, burned forwards. And at the same time, the ghost of Robin Gilliams, the doll that had originally been inside Guy's body before jabbing itself with a needle from one of the other destroyed dolls, strode forth from the woods as a haunted, ghostly specter the size of a person, swearing vengeance as flames crackled through the woods behind them. That is where our last episode ended. New Rogue and Tyler, you are around the back of the cottage. New Rogue has broken a window and is ready to climb inside to defend Ezra's honor. And this is where I'll just do a little bit of upkeeping for everybody. So, New Rogue, you are back in your body, which means your health total has changed because you are no longer inside a damaged doll. However, you have been injured. It's strange to move back into a body that is covered in bruises that you yourself did not give yourself. You have 17 HP currently from your bodies playing tag clumsily in the woods.
Okay, I can deal with that.
When you look down,
take into account the fact that I gave the body a healing potion?
Oh, because it went down, and then the healing potion. Yes, because the body was not actually damaged in the general course of its death. The healing potion just managed to keep it alive, as opposed to it magically being eliminated. Whereas once the body was back to life by the healing potion, it was like functioning at the level it had been previously. It's a rare exception, but it's because the body didn't actually die due to damage. It died due to lack of a soul. And then you managed to tide it over for a length of time that was convenient that that new rogue passed that roll on that boar is all I'm going to say. It would have been a real interesting race otherwise. I will also say, new rogue, as you look down, you see the wand that you had originally on your doll body has carried over to your full-size body. You have all of your other equipment, but that wand is now at a full and regular size for a new rogue and is on your belt. I will also flag for you, Tyler, a strange thing that you had not noticed before, but that is carried forward for you now. Obviously, you have the jug that you had recovered at full size strapped to you, and your two cloaks somehow, through the use of the mist, have been combined into one item because you had a cloak of billowing and you had what we've come to term the cloak of convenience. They have merged so that you can snap it out and make it billow beautifully, but you don't have to be a man who wears two coats. What does your new and combined cloak look like?
Well, I think we talked about the high collar from the cloak of billowing, so I'm assuming that's got to stay. And I think it's heavy. I think it's like a leather cloak or something, like some kind of hide now, and kind of as like raised stitch patterns are sort of crude images of the various items afforded to me by the cloak of convenience. And because it's a cloak of billowing, as it kind of flaps and flows, it looks like the items are sort of tumbling around inside.
I love every bit of that. But that's just the environment around you, because in reality, Ravenloft is horrifying and things are getting bad. You all, despite the fact that you are inside the cottage or behind the cottage, you all hear the crackling of the flames. You're all capable of seeing it. The only thing that is heard by everyone except Shadow Nemesis, unless roll me a perception at disadvantage, Shadow Nemesis.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, because you are inside with a closed and locked door.
It's my doing. I'll admit that. All right. Wait. Is perception? Is that okay?
Perception, correct.
Well, that's 0. All right, nothing to add. So that is 11.
11. You do not hear the words of this ghost. However, shockingly, the doctor deputy does and says, "There's some kind of evil ghost outside swearing vengeance on us."
Oh, God. All right.
Hey, can you all please roll me initiative?
15.
17.
3.
Total of 4.
Have to roll for so many people. Rumple, Dr. Deputy, the ghost.
Damn ghost.
Fire ghost. Is that on fire? Is the ghost on fire? Did I hear that correct?
All right. And the fire I will also be rolling for. In the order of things, as you all react, the fire spreads further through the woods and advances towards the cottage. If we are looking at the cottage itself and the circle of the woods around it, I will say the quarter of the woods, if we were to divide this into 4 surrounding the cottage, the quarter that is facing kind of your south, that quarter is fully aflame, and you cannot escape through it at this time. Del, that is the side closest to you that the ghost is coming from.
Okay.
The carriage is also parked on that general quarter of the property. Again, there is a clearing between the woods and the house, but the fire is now beginning to expand around and encompass the circle. And the ghost charges forwards. Del, you are staring at the spectral kind of translucent ghostly body of one of these dolls. It is exactly what Robin Gilliam's doll body looked like, only at this time it is 6 feet tall, and it is walking out of the woods and advances towards you, just floating forwards. No steps taken once it appears, hands extended. And it will attack you.
Okay.
What is your AC?
Well, it's 14, but I have ghosts on my side, so it could turn into 16 at any moment.
Okay. Do I tell you what I rolled to hit, and then you can do that? Is that how this works?
Yeah,
Right,
I don't know which direction it does, but yes. When I'm hit by an attack, I think I have to be hit first and then use it. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. You are hit by the attack.
Okay. So then I can use my reaction, and ghosts start coming out of me, and then it ups my armor class to 16. And will that prevent it?
That does prevent the attack from hitting. So this ghost is blasted back by the ghosts of friends you have seen before, all lunging forwards, being led by Werner Herzog.
Yeah.
You see lunging out as the tip of the spear of these like ghostly lancers dashing forwards and distracting this ghost so it cannot strike you, though it is now standing within engagement range of you. Yes. Tyler. You are at the back of the cottage. You see the flames flickering up and over it. You can hear the ghost having made its threats on the other side, but you are far away. New Rogue is in front of you, halfway into a window. What do you do?
I just a quick moment of concern for New Rogue kind of kicking his little leggies as he's climbing in through the window there. But I will... even behind this house, just I suppose where the horizon is glowing with flame, I will look there and attempt to cast message at the creature that has declared vengeance on us. It's a range of 120 feet.
Okay. Are there any other specifications required, or just the creature, it happens?
You point your finger toward a creature within range and whisper a message. The target, and only the target, hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. You can cast
do you need line of sight for the point, or no?
I can do it through solid objects if I'm familiar with the target. I'm not.
And you have met Robin Gilliams.
Oh, okay. It goes through 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood blocks. It doesn't have to follow a straight line. It can travel freely kind of around corners or through openings. So I could cast it like up over the house or something.
Okay, yeah, over the house would work, or theoretically, if you could travel through the windows and doors, it would pass the test. So you can successfully do this.
Okay. And I will say, who are you?
I am Robin Gilliams. I will steal your life and build a new body.
Casting again.
Is this an action? How much time does it take to cast?
That's actually a great point because we're in combat. So you're right. That was it. My one thing was...
So that's your action. You still have your movement if you want to take it. A single piece of movement would get you halfway around the cottage in terms of the overall width of the space.
Yeah, I'll start to move around before I leave New Rogue. I'll just say, New Rogue, we gotta go. While you're in there, if you could grab that anti-magic collar and a box, I would really appreciate it. But we got to get to the carriage right now, dude.
Oh, right, the fire. Okay, yeah. Okay,
the fire's a ghost now, and it's mad at us.
What?
And I'm gone. I'm running around the house.
And New Rogue has a moment to percolate on the idea of this horror as we cut to Del. You are facing down a ghost that is grasping towards you, but your ghostly allies have kept its hands away from you. What do you do?
Hey, but I'm in engagement range with it.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to glance behind me at Rumpleforeskin and say, Rumpleforeskin, please get the carriage and get yourself safe. And... man, I'm going to stay in engagement range, but I'm going to try to cast a spell.
Great. I will point out you do have access to Shock and Grasp, which is a melee attack spell through your ring, or you may have other things that are applicable here. But if you do a melee spell, you will not trigger an attack of opportunity.
If I do a normal spell, will I trigger attack of opportunity?
Unless it is melee, yes, because it's like trying to fire a ranged weapon in close combat.
What? Okay. It's blowing my mind.
There's a reason wizards don't run forwards and then punch people.
I guess so. All right. I think... yeah, actually, let's might as well. I'm frustrated. I will just use the shocking grasp on this. as I am trying to hunt for things in my brain, and apparently nothing is coming up and working.
Okay, so you will need to make. I'm just pulling up the spell here because
A melee spell attack. I pulled it up earlier.
Okay, good. As long as you've got it.
And is that my spell attack?
My keyboard
bonus?
is writing in Cyrillic, so I'm going to figure that out later. It will be yes. Your spell attack bonus will be your melee attack bonus on this.
Okay, I will roll this. All right, let's see. And it's garbage. It's an 8.
Sorry, it's an 8?
Yes.
An 8. Sadly, you reach out with crackling palms, but due to the force of the ghosts that are holding this other spectre at bay, you cannot reach through and make contact with it. It is a shocking and dangerous time for you.
Weird ghosts powers pushing against each other. I guess it's bad.
It's a ghost war going on right now.
Yeah, this is shit.
Who will bust first? These are the big questions. The doctor deputy looks up at you, Shadow Nemesis, and just says, "You gotta give me your weapon. You took my needle. I don't got nothing."
Can I respond to him?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to ask him. Hey. Do you breathe as a doll? I just don't breathe normally, so I guess I didn't clock it when I was a doll. Do you need oxygen as a doll?
Let me just roll a wisdom save to see if the doctor deputy has any idea whether or not it breathes as a doll.
Nah, I don't breathe as a doll. That'd be stupid.
I don't know if I believe him because you didn't tell me a number. So I'm just gonna be like, all right. So you need a tiny little weapon, huh? All
yeah.
Right. Ooh, hey, you don't. Wait a second. Okay, this is a fire ghost, right? So I don't think you could like stab a fire ghost with your needle.
What?
Well, I'm saying, like, if you wanted to like become
What's
a giant
fire ghost?
Oh, wait, do I know that? I assumed it was a fire ghost.
I don't know. How? What? Why?
Okay, I want to find like, is there like a deck of cards or something like lying around or?
Roll me a perception.
All right.
Deck
okay.
of cards.
Perception 4.
No. No, there isn't.
Damn. All right. Well, I guess you can't be Gambit. Okay. Is there a kitchen? I'm gonna go to the
There
kitchen.
is a kitchen. Yes, there is a kitchen.
All right. I'm gonna look for maybe like a little thing of like toothpicks. Like, you know how toothpicks sometimes come in like a little like box or like a little like
Based on your 4, no.
Okay, I just start throwing. I just start throwing all the things out of the drawer, and I'm like, "What do you want? What do you want? Pick something. Pick something from the drawer. What do you want?"
I can take this.
And he picks up a steak knife as big as him, and he just turns and runs towards the door. Adam, I'm going to say that this took your action. So what do you want to do with your movement?
Do I see? I guess New Rogue's hanging out the window trying to get in.
You don't see that from where you are in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. So my action. All right. I guess I'll kind of stretch and like kind of crack my back a bit and just be like, oh God. All right. And I think I'll just kind of waltz over to the front door and casually I'll unlock it for. Well, Dr. Deputy can't get out because the door's locked.
Correct.
So I think I'll just go to the front door being like, all right, little guy, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And then I'll like unlock the door and I guess open it.
Kia!
And you just see him start to run forwards insanely and slower than you would be comfortable with until you start to see him accelerate and realize it's possible for doll bodies to move as fast as regular bodies. But that does mean that the Dr. Deputy is hurling himself into combat with a ghost carrying a steak knife.
Oh, wait, buddy, wait.
Shadow Nemesis, because you chose to arm the Dr. Deputy and then open the door, I'm going to let the Dr. Deputy attack the spectre that is outside, swinging the steak knife. The Dr. Deputy misses.
Yeah.
New Rogue, you are half in, half out of a window at the back of the cottage.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm saddling a window pane and doing my best to not, graze the privates, with the window glass. So I realized I got myself into a pickle. I'm like, oh, this is what I get when I keep on thinking about Adam besmirching Ezra. But then I just delicately pull my leg over. I managed to clear it, and
Can you roll me an acrobatics?
My
I
nuts
managed
are
to clear
fine.
it without help. What was that?
Acrobatics.
Okay, well, that's great. That's a dirty 18.
Dirty 18. You do manage to lift your leg carefully and clear it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. What did I need to get? Right. I need to get the thing and the thing. All right. And then I Tyler wanted me to pick up the thing for what was it? The collar.
I was going to say, I mean, this is the
that I
nice way
remind you,
possible.
so-
None of us can help you.
Yeah.
I'm getting the collar and the little needle. So I find them.
Great. So you dash into the living room area.
Yeah.
The collar is on the floor, so you can
Great.
grab that.
Yep.
And what needle are you looking for?
Oh, see, I was still so wrapped up with the fact that Adam was throwing shade on Ezra and trying to warp this poor Dr. Deputy's mind, plus the fire approaching, that I don't actually recall what the specific needle was. But
Great.
there's only got to be one in here.
Can you roll me a perception?
Yeah. Okay, that's a 10.
There is no needle in here. You have saved your privates from the dangers of a window, made your way in here, and claimed a collar, but that will take your turn. So you're left inside the door, knowing that there is no needle inside the cottage. At which point, outside, Rumpleforeskin runs over to the carriage and quickly straps themselves into it, which will take their turn. And the fire spreads further, fully having engulfed half of the circumference of the cottage as it burns forwards. And the ghost continues to attack you, Del. The ghost is taking a swing. That will hit.
Yep. I can't do anything about it anymore. Ghosts only do it once.
Alrighty.
Oh.
So, Del, you are going to take 6 points of damage. And can you take a DC 10 Constitution saving throw?
Yes. And also for future reference, getting those temporary hit points taken away drops my armor class. So now it's only 13. Because it was part of my ghost story.
Ah.
Jeez.
It's a 14 on that Constitution save.
Okay, then this all stays the same, but you lose 6 hit points. And you see the ghost in front of you grow slightly more solid. Its translucence is fading as you realize it is draining your life force to fuel itself. Tyler, you are halfway around the cottage.
I guess we got to go. New Rogue is in the cottage and telling Shadow Nemesis that we have to go. So that's taken care of. I've got one more Blade song in me. So I will go to my trauma place and visualize the alley and the trash. And now there's a giant garbage fire in front of me in the shape of Tyler Hecklin, just laying into my friend Del. So I, with Blade's song on, I get 10 more feet of movement. I want to get over to the carriage, whereas I believe is where you were, Del. You were at the carriage?
Del was moving towards the carriage, so is about 20 feet away from the carriage, but you can get to Del if you were looking to get to Del, or you could get to the carriage if you were looking to get to the carriage.
Let's get to the carriage. I'm going to get to the carriage. I'm going to throw the door open and beckon Rumpleforeskin to the front of the carriage so that I can affix them to it.
Rumpleforeskin is already affixing themselves, so they will be in place.
Okay, great. In that case, I'm just like, come on, we gotta go. Like I'm just at the door. Let's go, everyone. Let's go. Let's go. I don't have any way to make that more magical than that. So I'm just standing there being like, we need to leave. Let's go.
Great. So you are gesturing people towards you and frantically yelling, we need to go. Del, you are fending off the attacks of a ghost while Tyler is behind you yelling, we need to go from the carriage.
Yeah. No, we don't need to go. We need to stay and fight this. I'm gonna stay and mess this guy up. So I'm gonna try to use shocking grasp on this.
Great. Roll me a melee spell attack.
All right. Oh, that's a nat 20.
That will hit. Roll the dice for your damage and roll double.
All right. Okay, let's see here. 7 and 7. So 14 damage.
Yeah.
14 damage. Holy shit.
And now he can't take reactions.
All right. You see the
nice.
ghost in front of you go fully translucent. You can still see it, but you can see much more through it. And it has shrunk to 5 feet tall and is just howling a scream that sounds like the wind at you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even having lost the ability to speak in words.
Yep. And I'm going to use my bonus action to talk to the ghosts again and have the ghosts tell me a story.
Ooh.
But I can't do anything with it yet. So I'm going to write it down.
What story do they tell? What are they telling you about?
Okay, they're telling me about the tale of the renowned duelist, about an amazing ghost duelist. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to fight this ghost. It's me. I'm the ghost duelist.
Yes, and these stories are coming to you through Werner Herzog, who is speaking for the other ghosts. So every time you just hear Werner being like,
Let me tell you about this guy who was really good at fighting. Shut up, I'm telling her. Okay, so he was an amazing duelist.
what's the mechanical effect of this tale of the duelist?
Well, I can't use it until I have an action again. So I
know,
just
but
it
what
in
is
my
it?
head,
So I
but-
know the story I'm telling.
Oh, certainly. I make a melee spell attack against the target, and the target takes force damage if it lands.
So there was this great duelist. Shut up, Ernie. His name was Ernie Dress Up, and he wouldn't shut up about it. But every time he attacked, his magic flowed through him, and it put extra force into it. And how he did was standing like this.
And he paints this somehow impossible picture for you of an exact stance, one that you can find yourself almost instinctively recreating.
Mm-hmm.
It has a temporal feeling to it. This is not a stance you'll be able to recreate forever, but it is one that you know you can make one good pose out of, as though Ernie Dress-Up's body is blending with yours for this strike, and that is the story that will carry forward with you. So as long as you have that, you can find that stance and gain that power.
Yes.
The Dr. Deputy, swinging with a steak knife at the feet of this ghost, attacks again.
Come on. Killing blow.
He has advantage because the ghost is already engaged.
Come on.
His attack will hit.
Yes.
Incredible.
Max damage.
And it will do. It would do 3 points of damage to a normal foe, but you see it just barely graze this ghost because of its ephemeral body.
Oh, so it doesn't do any damage.
You see it slice, and you would expect it, like, it would hamstring a person, and it'd really hurt. But you're seeing that the ghost is barely affected by this blade passing through it. Shadow Nemesis, you are staring at this deadly ghost being battled by your doll son and Del, who's refusing to back away, while Rumpleforeskin straps into the carriage, and Tyler stands in the back of the carriage with an open door yelling, "Get in!" Also, the forest is on fire. You are standing in the doorway of a cottage and have enough movement to get to any of these places. What do you do?
Well, I think getting out of here is a really good idea. So I want to go pick up Dr. Deputy. And I guess I can't. Can I pick him up and then go to the carriage, or is that like 2 moves?
You could move and pick him up and move to the carriage. I will count picking him up as a bonus action. You will be dashing, so you will only get to move twice, but you will suffer an attack of opportunity. Oh, wait, an attack of opportunity is a reaction.
It's a reaction.
The ghost can't do that, so you could grab Dr. Deputy and get away safe.
All right, so I go up to him and be like, "Oh wow, what a hit! Great job, buddy. Okay,
Yeah, we're winning.
We are winning now. Why don't we go win over there?" And I want to pick him up and go to and run to the carriage.
Can you roll me either? Can you roll me a sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Okay. That's a +3. Added to 5, so it's 8.
He rolled a 3, so you scoop him up instantly. You have captured the Dr. Deputy.
Hey! All right, I just like, come on, buddy. And I get in the carriage. And I'm like, phew, glad that's over.
You dash past Tyler and are inside the carriage. New Rogue, you are standing in the living room with an anti-magic collar in your hand. You have not found a needle. Can you roll me a perception?
A perception?
Please.
Okay. All right. It's a 10.
You've got the collar. There's no needle. What do? You look out the door and see the same thing Shadow Nemesis saw.
Tyler. Time out,
Tyler's
guys.
yelling for you to get in.
Okay, well then I'm just going to be like, I need more time to find this thing. So what I'm going to do is I can see the monster, and I'm actually going to use calm emotions because that should buy me a minute if I do this successfully. I'll explain it.
Please do.
So there's it's multifaceted. So you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people, or you can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. When the spell ends, any suppressed effect resumes, provided that its duration has not expired in the meantime. Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about the creatures of your choice that it is hostile towards. This indifference ends if the target is attacked or harmed by a spell, or if it witnesses any of its friends being harmed. When the spell ends, the creature becomes hostile again, unless the DM rules otherwise.
That's rad, dude.
Cool.
So you are casting this spell on the ghost of Robin Gilliams.
I'm going to cast it on Robin Gilliams, who I don't know is Robin Gilliams because this is still new to me.
It's true. I mean, he did yell Robin Gilliams. It was one of the first things he said. So you've heard a name uttered. It's a reasonable thing.
What's
for you to
that?
know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this guy likes Robin Gilliams.
I know he was talking in the third person. I thought this dude was like Robin's buddy, just being ghost friend.
I mean, that's possible too. Whatever.
Well, that's why I had to ask with message. I was like, wait, who are you? Oh, wait, okay. You're just dramatic. Got it.
Yep. New Rogue. Normally, it would just be a saving throw for the creature, but you feel the mist swirl up from beneath you because you've drawn the Watcher's attention. Can you roll me a d6?
You sure we can't do the other one?
2 for 2, baby. You can do it.
4.
Yeah.
Man, beauty.
Of course.
All right. So you are making this creature indifferent to Del?
To all of us, because I can do it to the creatures of your choice. So creatures. So we're all creatures. We're all animals in Ezra's playground. So I'm going to be like, I'm going to slap my hands together, rub them. And I'm like, Ezra, please calm the mind of this ghost tyrant. Let him find Robin Gilliams so that he will be at peace. Please, creature, baby, we mean no harm to you. Now, you think of something like kittens? Yeah!
And you look at a ghost that was originally hateful and attacking relentlessly, and you see it begin to think about kittens. And it just says, kittens. I could drain the life from kittens, but there are no kittens here.
Okay, so I feel like we only have 1 minute, guys. I need your help. We need to get the needle. We need to get the frig out of here right now.
Do you have life I could drain? It says to Del, staring at you questioningly. And we'll take a quick commercial break right here. Because there is a time limit on this spell, I'm going to allow a little bit of loose conversation, but when it comes to actions, we're going to try to keep track of how much the group is doing. I am going to keep the same initiative order, but I will step us gently out of it at this moment so we can try to role play your 60-ish seconds that you have here. Rumpleforeskin is just finishing strapping themselves into the carriage. You are all in position. What happens right now? Del, you are staring at a ghost that has asked you where it can get some life.
Yeah. Well, not anywhere from here. And I am getting ready to go off with my duelist attack. That's what I want to do.
All right. So if we're attacking immediately, we're going to go back through the order.
Other people can talk about things if they want, but I'm doing what I'm doing.
Okay. The forest fire continues until it is now surrounding 3/4 of the cottage as it grows forwards around you. The ghost is just hoping for life. Seems much more calm, but it will spend its turn just waiting for your. It heard you say, not here. It is.
Well, then, I can only be here for so long. Which of your companions is the least important?
All of them.
Interesting.
And the ghost is going to turn and go past you towards New Rogue.
What?
But it will open up for an attack of opportunity from you, Del.
Yeah.
What are you attacking with?
I'm attacking with the reality blade.
Excellent.
Ooh.
But before you roll, you feel the mists swirl up around you.
Come on, 4.
Can you please roll me
Come
a
on, 4.
D6?
What does a failure look like here? What the fuck?
Fuck, it's a 2. I can't do these.
We're about to find out.
I can't do these.
You lash out with the reality blade, but you miss. And you see the calm emotion spell break. And the monster flies forward furious to attack New Rogue, recognizing New Rogue as the person who was manipulating its emotions. And at the same moment, the Dr. Deputy, being held in the hand of Shadow Nemesis, raises his steak knife and throws it at the ghost, saying, get him! And he throws it. And he hits.
Good shot, buddy.
But unfortunately, it is a ranged weapon. So the steak knife flies forward spinning and then reverses due to the Shield of Targeting's curse and flies back and hits Tyler. So Tyler, you take 3 points of damage as a steak knife sinks into your arm.
Does the attempted attack beat a 19, or is it because my shield is with me? It just means I'm getting hit.
It beat a 19.
Shit. Blade Song gives me 19, but it doesn't matter.
You have a steak knife sticking out of your arm.
Awkward.
Ow! Now you throw it. He's trying to contribute. Meanwhile, the spectre is going to attack you, New Rogue, as it flies at you, shrieking, "Manipulator!"
Kittens?
It attacks with advantage, but it will only get a 15 to hit. What is your AC?
16.
You dodge aside, and Ezra's fury is with you as you dodge the blow and do not take a hit. Shadow Nemesis.
I think I'm going to get this steak knife out of play. I'll take it from Tyler and just put it in my bag of holding.
Can you roll me a medicine?
Medicine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
Because the knife is in his arm.
Yeah,
Well-
you're not taking it from me. You're yanking it out of me.
Okay, I go to Tyler. I'm like, okay, buddy, when I was a drug dealer, I had to deal with a lot of stabbing. So I know my way around a knife. So I'm going to get advantage when I take this out, maybe.
Nope. Please continue.
Cool. You
If you knew
scared
anything
me. Great.
Yeah, if you know anything about medicine, generally speaking, if you have a foreign object lodged inside someone, yanking it out right away is not the correct thing to do. But it's definitely what a drug dealer would do, which is why you now have disadvantage.
Disadvantage. No. All right, I say like, Don't worry. When I was a drug dealer, the key is it's like the 5-second rule. You got to get that out as quickly as possible. And I roll with disadvantage. Okay, all right. Well, my lowest roll was a 14, so it's 16.
That's actually pretty good. Okay, I roll me a d4.
Let me clear my dice tray. There we go. D4. Point. 1.
Because that was a 1, I'm dividing it in half and we'll round down because I think you had a pretty good clean pull from the roll. So Tyler, you take no damage.
Okay.
And I look at him just like,
ow!
See, no one doing. No one.
Throw it at the ghost.
Oh, okay, buddy. We just need to calm down for a little bit. I want to put him on.
He's
I
not
assume
near you.
You know what? RoboCop has that because I'm wearing RoboCop armor, and I'm assuming it's super accurate. He's got that little holster where he puts his gun, but guns don't exist in this world. So I just got like that holster. I just want to be like kind of put him in, but don't close it because I would crush him. So I just want to like put him in my RoboCop pocket.
Can you roll me an intelligence save?
Intelligence. Good Lord. I wish I had more intelligence. -1. All right. 7.
Unfortunately, when you drew the sketches of the armor, you didn't draw it clear enough for your armorers to understand how to build you a pop-out gun holster because guns don't exist. So they left it out. You just have metal pants.
Okay, I kind of tap it. I'm just like, right. They don't know what guns are. All right, I'll just put the knife in my bag of holding, and I'll kind of just hold them like you're going to burp a baby. I'm just like, it's okay. There, buddy. Just let it out.
Can you roll me a sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand. Oh, I have good in that. Oh, yes, +3. Yes. 13 total.
The Dr. Deputy cannot escape from this, even though the Dr. Deputy tries. So you are burping him as a baby. He's like, I just want to kill.
I know, and we will, big guy. Just calm down. Just calm down.
New rogue. You are facing off against this ghost that you had calmed that was now screeching towards you because your friends attacked it. And the mists rise up and give you the perfect pop culture reference to frame this moment for yourself.
Well, I feel like I did this spell, and I thought it was going to do something great, and it did for a little bit, but now it's turned on us, and I feel like it's somehow my fault. So all I can think of is just, this gangly kid with glasses going, "Did I do that?" And I realize, I guess I'm against this real force, this Carl Winslow figure, if you will. And so I brace, and I realize I can see everybody within my purview. And so what I'm going to do is, like, everybody's very hurt, very vulnerable. So I'm just going to use the last of my power, and I'm going to do a prayer of healing because I can get up to 6 people of my choosing with that. So again, I'm going to clap my hands together. And I'm going to say.
So you are channeling divinity, correct?
No, this is just my actual. This is my.
Oh, just a spell.
This is my spell because this can do. This can do 6 people.
6 people. All right.
So put my hands together, and I'm just going to say. Ezra, easy. I need you one more time, pal. Please rain down the drippy love that can heal all, and give my prayer of healing to each of my friends, including Dr. Deputy and Adam.
So what does the spell do?
So, let's see. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range, each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier,
which is 0. So roll 2d8.
Oh boy. Let's give it a shot. Where is my D8? Sorry, guys. There it is. Okay. That's a 7. And that's a 4, so 11.
So you all gain 11 HP
Hey.
towards your totals. Impressive.
And I'm just exhausted and I want a cigarette now.
Which is true, which is why the ghost's attack of opportunity in return for you doing a large and orgasmic prayer standing directly in front of it will hit. And you will take...
Wait, what does it hit as?
I'm also healed though, right? So I'm back to 23 and I'm about to be hit down again.
Correct.
Great.
Correct. And it will hit as a reaction unless that's permanent.
No, I just mean, what is it? I'm going to cast Silvery Barbs.
Oh, okay. You can cast that after a roll, or you need to cast it, but like, how does it work?
Yeah, cast it when it succeeds on a roll, and I make it re-roll with disadvantage.
Is that a reaction?
Yes.
You made an attack of opportunity against this creature this round as it moved past you, so you can't.
Okay, one day I'll figure this out. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You made good calls. It's just sometimes
Okay.
it busts. The trick is like per round. Like you'll recharge when it comes back to you. So you will take 12 points of damage, new rogue.
Glad I healed.
As this ghost drains life out of you. And can you roll me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw?
10. Okay, so I roll a 10. Give me 1 second.
You roll
no,
a D20.
Roll a d20. You're trying to meet or beat a 10.
Right. Sorry.
I'm just telling you what it is for the dramatic effect.
It's a 12.
All right, you managed to stave off the effects of this ghost permanently draining your life, but it does sap your life force dramatically. Tyler, you keep yelling for people to come to you. Dell is determined to battle to the death. You got stabbed in the arm by a steak knife from an animated doll, and New Rogue is currently fighting the ghost directly in the doorway of the cottage. What do you do?
I think I'm just getting mad. Just getting really upset with how awful things are going. So I'm going to step out of the carriage. I was like coming like up on the step, like hanging out, like let's go kind of thing. I'm going to step down onto the ground and say to Rumpleforeskin, once everyone else gets in here, just take off. I will catch up with you. We got to get out of here. And I just run and I reach up over my shoulder and I withdraw the greatsword. And it feels like every time I take this thing out to swing on someone, really nasty shit happens. So I'm hoping it happens again tonight. I cast my last spell, magic weapon, as a bonus action on myself. It's now a +1 sword, great sword. It's magical.
Super. And you are attacking with advantage because the ghost is already engaged and you are attacking from behind with your magical weapon. Roll your attack, good sir.
Do it.
Oh, thank goodness for advantage. That's a total of... Oh, it's +1. Oh, that's a total of 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Ooh.
Roll your damage, sir.
Nice, nice, nice.
2d6 +3 in this scenario.
Ooh, wow.
So that's 5 + 3, 8.
8
magical damage.
All right. You deal that damage, and you are seeing the ghost is becoming almost smoky. This ghost is barely holding on to its shape. You can see it is on its very, very last legs.
I'm just going to say, New Rogue, help me finish this thing, and we got to get out of here. The fire's spreading.
Dell, you had attempted your attack with the Reality Blade, and now you're seeing this ghost attacking New Rogue, and Tyler swinging at it, yelling that everybody needs to leave. You look back and see Rumpleforeskin strapped into the front of the carriage, and Shadow Nemesis burping an absolutely livid doll, helping no one, and making Dr. Deputy angry. What do you do?
Am I still in engagement range with this ghost?
No, but you could close to get into engagement with it. Essentially, New Rogue is standing in the cottage door. The ghost is in front of him. Tyler is diagonal to that ghost. You could close in to get the ghost from behind as well.
All right, I'm going to try to cast the spell that I wanted to earlier, which the ghost needs to take a DC 13 intelligence saving throw.
The ghost fails.
Okay, so what I do is I cast Phantasmal Force. So I'm using the Reality Blade to draw, and I can draw up to 10 feet tall. So right next to the ghost, I draw a 10-foot tall Werner Herzog. But he's spooky, and his eyes are black and dripping. He has big claws, and he looks frozen, like from the end of The Shining.
Whoa.
and basically no one else can see it except the ghost. Its Ghost Wars continues, but the target can take damage from the illusion because it's a creature, and the creature attacks the target and does 1d6 psychic damage in the phantasms area on my turn.
Okay, so you have summoned the ghostly Werner Herzog.
Yes.
It is your turn. So Herzog gets to attack the creature.
Yes. And it says it just does 1d6 damage because it perceives it as being attacked, but it just does psychic damage to it.
And I am glad that you already have a d6 in hand.
No!
Swirl up from beneath you.
Damn it. Okay.
Come on, Werner.
You can do this.
It's a 6.
Yeah, there we go.
And you draw a Werner, and it stands there, and you expect it to frighten the creature until you feel your mouth open as 2 small spectral hands pull your mouth open from the inside, and Werner himself flows out and says, "Not today, asshole." And you see him fill up the giant Werner and grab this other ghost and then just flatten it like an accordion, eat it, and fly back into your mouth.
Wow.
Yay, Werner!
No problem. Happy to help.
Oh, he still got it.
Still got that ghost eating power.
So I'm imagining all of you go to the carriage.
Oh yeah,
I'm in the carriage. I'm
actually,
waiting.
I still need Tyler's help to find this last thing, this needle. Tyler.
Yeah, what's
Great
up?
job, everybody. Great job. I got the one thing, but I forgot the other thing. You know, the thing you wanted me to get.
It was just a box. It doesn't matter. Let's go. I just wanted you to find a box. I don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, it was a box, not a needle. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. Fuck. And then I just jump into the carriage.
And the rest of the party, I'm imagining, Del, you join the carriage.
Can I? I feel compelled to not.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
As they keep saying, "Come over here, get over here." I'm like a dog that doesn't want to go. I just standing.
Wait. So Del is doing doesn't do what we want her to do. Is that the thing?
We haven't parsed that, but
Okay. Well, Del, don't get in the carriage.
Wait. We're going to rewind, because that's definitely a guy listened to the previous episode and knows how the ring works. We're not doing that shit at all.
Winner.
Oh, everything better now.
Del is standing in the cottage doorway, refusing to get into this carriage as the fire continues to advance around the cottage, closing and locking you all in. Can you all roll me wisdom saving throws, or I would accept insight, or if you wanted to use intelligence, I would accept investigation to just try to math this out.
These are all my worst.
Did you say insight was an option?
I would, insight or investigation if you wanted to lean into intelligence or just trusting your gut.
Oh, insight. I guess it's
investigation's stronger, but I'm going to use insight because it feels more true. That is a 21 insight.
Whoa.
19 insight. Or 19,
Shit.
yeah. 19 insight, yeah.
12.
All right, yeah. New Rogue, you aren't able to figure this out. You just yelling like, "Get in the carriage."
Oh, good. Whoa. Yeah, I imagined all that.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I would say Shadow Nemesis. At the same time, this doesn't make sense to you. This doesn't math out, but you can't figure out why. Tyler, you are the only person who has had the kind of arcane experience and training that you've had and coming to snap decisions about dangerous realities around you. It is clear that Del is resisting this, but that Del does not want to resist this. You are the only person of the group who realizes Del can't do something if you tell her to do it. You don't know why, but that's what you know. What do you do?
I say, fuck. Del, run away from us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I say, walking closer to you.
Slower, Del, slower.
I'm running faster.
Del, you better not come in here. You're not allowed in here.
I'm going in. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going in. And now I'm in the carriage.
And Del jumps into the carriage with the rest of you, and the door slams shut. And Rumpleforeskin takes off, sprinting around the cottage at their top speed. And that's when you realize this final discussion was the thing that let the fire fully enclose the cottage. There is no way out. You are in tremendous danger. And unless you can find a way to stop a forest fire, you all might die here and now.
That's the end of this episode, listener, but next week you could become a watcher and affect the Jesters' adventures by joining our Twitch stream, which happens every Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Toronto time. If you join our Twitch chat, you can give the cast magical items, name NPCs, and decide the events that shape Ravenloft. So, catch up on the story, follow Dum Dum Dice on Twitch, and join our weekly stream right away. Jesters of Ravenloft features the voices of players Tyler Hewitt, Borovic, Guy Bradford, and Adam McNamara, alongside Dungeon Master Ryan LaPlante. This episode was edited and mixed by Laura Hamstra, and Jesters of Ravenloft's artwork was created by Borovic at delborovic.com. That's DELBOROVIC. Our theme song is Dark Mysterious Halloween Night by Sound Gallery by Dimitri Taras, and our ad breaks use the tracks No Control and Chiefs by Jazzar, JAHZZAR, whose music is available at freemusicarchive.org. For all things Dum Dums and Dice, including merchandise and how to join our Patreon, you can visit dumdumdice.com or find us on social media at dumdumdice. That's DUMBDUMBDICE. Now get out of here before the mist gets you too.
Dum Dums and Dice has to give a special thank you to the supreme beings of our Patreon at this time: Christopher Little, Sue One, George Dolby, Richard Cranium, Gavin and Abby McDonald, Logan, Fire Unfriendly, Grandma Likes D&D, Alan, Stabby Stranger, Glitch Trick, Flynn1138, Alarain Okapi, Schrodinger's Pepper, Guy Edwards, Madre de Gatos, Lady Maiden, Mithrian, Garbo Ape, Locke, Sam Schaefer, Waffle Marine, Dagger Rain, Rob L, Dia De Los Hoodless, Diobassis, Squishy Werewolf, Remy, Funky Head, Nomad, the Wise Paladin of the Badlands, Accent Therapeutic Services in Florence, Kentucky, Lael, Shulzari, Gus Schreider, Drama, The Long Family, Jordan Oliver, and Jill and Noel LaPlante. If you want your name to be added to this list, you can join our Patreon too at patreon.com/dumdumdice. Thanks to them, and a little bit of thanks to you.